In the scorching savanna of Tanzania, where dry winds blow across golden grasslands and the sun pours fire on every grain of sand, the Hadzabe set out on antelope hunts, a sacred ritual of life and reverence for the earth. For them, victory lies not in the moment the arrow hits its mark, but in the fire that follows, where people, nature, and ancestral spirits join together in an endless symphony of existence. Dawn gently sprinkled gold on the endless grassy slopes. In the thin mist, the Hadzabe men quietly woke up, preparing for the journey of a new day. In the center of the camp, the embers of last night's fire were still glowing red, the fire of life, of a wish of peace sent to those about to set out. Wooden bows were smoothed. Sharp arrows were shined in the early morning light to ensure that nothing was forgotten. There was no metal, no technology, only calloused hands and experience accumulated over hundreds of generations. Each tool was a part of their soul, crystallized from time, sweat, and reverence for Mother Earth. The steps seemed to be silent. Not a word, only the sound of the wind blowing through the grass and the heartbeat in harmony with the rhythm of the earth. Antelopes, symbols of speed, vigilance, and freedom. They never stand still, always gliding through dry grass, seeking cool water and rare shade, ready to run at the slightest rustle of leaves. But the Hadzabe do not rely on strength, but on wisdom. They know the antelope's every habit by heart, when they rest, which direction the wind takes, and the fragile moment when they stop and turn their heads before grazing. The hunter's footsteps are as soft as the breath of the earth and sky. They spread out in formations ingrained in their blood, communicating with their eyes and intuition. There are no orders, only absolute harmony between man and nature. Then the moment comes. The arrow leaves the bowstring, tearing the air, carrying the heartbeat of generations of hunters. The antelope springs into flight, and the chase begins. Not for violence, but for survival. When the prey falls, they bow their heads silently. There were no cheers, only peaceful smiles, a mark of gratitude and respect for the endless cycle of nature. The midday sun bathed the vast steppe in gold. The hunters returned in silence, their modest spoils on their shoulders, but enough for the whole camp to have a warm and full meal. For the Hadzabe, the value of the hunt lies not in the size of the prey, but in the joy shared, in the moment when people together give thanks for the gifts of the earth and sky. One group quietly gathered dry wood, another group cleared the open ground to make a fire. No orders, no words. Every action took place rhythmically, as if controlled by an invisible string called tradition. Amidst the light and smoke, we saw a world where people are still in harmony with nature, living with simplicity and a deep respect for life.
Punjinat. kawa kwa ako just what you know pa trita. Ape.
Kama ngana ito.
Whoa. Sahabat lami. Cakap ka. Okay, Allah. Tumi kaya ya ke kau ini.
Kau nak sah.
Para bawa mawazo para